Did you know drowning is one of the leading causes of accidental death among children with autism? And it can happen quickly and quietly. But here's the good news. With the right preparation, we can help our kids stay safe, all while still enjoying the water. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple strategies that can help your child build confidence and stay safe at the pool, the beach, or even at a splash pad that you can implement right away. So let's get to it. Hi, I'm Diane Berger, board certified behavior analyst and a parent. I know firsthand how important and sometimes stressful water safety can feel for families, especially those families who have children with autism. As much as spending time by the water is a great activity for the whole family, it comes with its own risks. And for kids on the spectrum, that risk is staggering. They're over 160 times more likely to drown than their peers. So that's why it's so important to know what practical steps we can take as parents to keep our kids safe. So let's take a look at the 5 strategies to help your child build safety and confidence both in and around the water. Safety starts long before you ever get near a pool or a beach. Now, children with autism may be overwhelmed by new environments, so instead of just jumping right in, start slow. You can introduce your child to water gradually in ways that feel safe and manageable to them. That might mean playing with a water table, running through sprinklers, or even practicing pouring water over toys during bath time. And then you can move into just visiting the pool without going in. And then perhaps the next time they can try putting their feet in the water. Now, with keeping this approach in mind, for our kids with sensory issues, it's important that we build tolerance and we do it step by step. So again, they could start by being up to their ankles in the water, then work your way up to their knees, all while providing lots of praise and positive reinforcement. At the beach, you don't start with waves. You start by letting your child play along the shoreline, feeling the sand, watching the water from a safe distance. You want to build positive experiences first before tackling the water. Now, over time, you want to build up to increase water exposure. Think of it as small, positive steps paired with lots of encouragement. One of the most effective strategies is setting clear, consistent boundaries. At home, that might mean having fences or alarms in place. You can install alarms on doors that lead to the pool area, as well as invest in pool alarms that can alert you to when someone is entering the pool. In addition to barriers like fences and pool covers, you should have rescue equipment on hand, such as life rings or a shepherd's crook, should they be needed. Now, at public pools or at the beach, you can use cones, towels, brightly colored mats to visually mark the area that your child can play in. Now, the key is consistency. If the rule is you need to stop at the cone if I'm not with you, you need to make sure you reinforce that every single time. That's where that consistency is key. Think of these layers, the barriers, the alarms, the visual cues, not as overkill, but as backups that protect your child should one of these layers fail. Now again, this can all be role-played at home before even heading out to the pool, the splash pad, or the beach. Children on the spectrum often thrive with predictability. Social stories and visual supports can help make water safety rules stick. For example, you might create a simple social story. First, we wait for mom and dad, then we put on our safety vest, and then we go into the water together. Now you can use these pictures, video modeling, laminated cards poolside as well to help remind your child of each step. These tools can help reduce anxiety, clarify expectations, as well as give your child a roadmap for safe behavior. By the way, I've created a free water safety toolkit to go along with these tips. It includes a sample social story, cue cards, and a quick parent guide to help you put these strategies into action. So I'll get into it a little bit later, so please stick around. Visuals are powerful for children with autism. A picture card showing wait, or walk, don't run, or ask before swimming can provide a quick reminder in the moment. Having a consistent set of 3 to 4 safety rules that your child can learn and rehearse will help them remember what's expected, even when they're excited. Survival skills like floating, turning to find the edge, or climbing out of the pool can be life-saving. Fortunately, specialized swim lessons for children with autism are becoming much more widely available. For some kids, that might look like one-to-one instruction, and for others, a small group might work. Lessons should be short, structured, paired with lots of reinforcement. Now, you'll want to look for instructors trained in adaptive swim programs who understand sensory needs and behavioral strategies. If in-person lessons aren't available, you can still practice these skills at home or in shallow water by blowing bubbles, holding onto the edge of the pool, floating with support. Now, this can help build comfort with the water as well as safety skills over time. No safety strategy replaces supervision. Always designate a water watcher. That is one adult whose only job is to keep eyes on the child. No phones, no multitasking, and rotate if needed, especially at busy family gatherings. Now, you'll want to reinforce wearing a life jacket in open water, as well as a proper flotation device at a pool. And you'll want to practice putting it on and taking it off so your child is comfortable with that before you head out. Again, you want to begin this prep at home by role-playing safety rules with your child and desensitizing them to safety equipment such as safety vests or floaties. I know water safety can feel overwhelming, especially when you have a child with unique needs. That's why I put together this free water safety toolkit to make this easier for families. Inside, you'll find a sample kid-friendly social story to prepare your child before swimming, cue cards that you can use at home or even at poolside as reminders, as well as a quick parent guide. The goal is to give you simple visual tools to build your child's confidence around water, as well as help you feel more prepared as a parent. You can download this guide using the link in the description below. These 5 steps aren't just about preventing tragedy. They're about giving your child a chance to enjoy the water both safely and confidently. Now, start small. Maybe this week you practice splashing together in the tub, or you print out a social story about going to the pool. Every step matters. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more strategies to support your family's autism journey. And be sure to check out the free toolkit in the description below. Thanks for watching.